to Avant free on the FTOG server. In the last episode, we worked on some weapons, and I was actually preparing for the dragon fight, but unfortunately due to a bit of a time zone issue, I managed to miss it. But it's all good, they managed to fight the dragon, and it means we don't have to actually go in there with pitchforks and torches and actually kill it ourselves. So, all good. In this episode, we're going to go back to the wool production because I'm running a little low on green wool. Not quite sure why. Anyway, and it would be a good idea for us to start looking at a mod to convert the string into white wool and then from white wool into green wool. And I think I could do that. Someone's in a bit of a mood down there, aren't they? Anywho, in today's episode, we'll be looking at a mod to do the automation. We probably won't get to do the wool automation just yet, but we'll probably look at that in the next episode. So, let's get started. Okay, so before we get too far into the episode, I was really annoyed about the amount of noise that these things made, especially when I was editing the video. So what I've done is down here, a very long way down, I've added a sound muffler. Now, because the reason why it's there is because it affects quite a number of blocks up. And I thought if I put it there, then it'll affect these guys, but at a certain point, of course, it stops the effect. So as you can see, as we go up, you can start hearing, it's just out of range, and you can just hear the ladder edge coming up, which does mean you don't muffle everything else. But hopefully we won't be here too long anyway. Now, what I was thinking was there is a mod in here. What's the mod called? Dynamics? Dynamics, these guys here. Which, from what I can see, is a bit of a programming type thing. It has some interesting bits and pieces going on. So, what do we need to make them? So, we've got the variable store. Let's go with logic programmer, block crystallized there. Mineral comes from a block. That's not helpful. So we can do a drying basin with mineral resin. Mineral log and just a squeezer. Okay. Yeah, so what we need to do is I need to go find the trees that make mineral logs, and we'll collect up some wood, and I will be back once I've got that. Okay, this looks like a biome that we need. So this is a mini Glyn biome. It's quite well populated with the trees you want. It's right next to Relics place over there. If you haven't seen his videos, go check them out. He's doing some interesting things over there as well. But what we want to do here is we just take the tree down. And of course, if we could pick up some saplings, it would be even better because we can then take them home. And of course, it drops all sorts of stuff. It's quite good on what it drops too. So we picked up some saplings and some of this mineral berry stuff. I don't know if is that edible? Yes, it is. It's not giving any effect though, but still. But of course we've got the saplings, and we've got just about a stack of logs. Hopefully that should be enough for what you need. If not, if not, I can always come back and get some more. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to head back, and I will meet you back at the base. Okay, so we've got 54 mineral logs, and we were looking at making a block of crystallized mineral, which requires some resin. Drying. Oh, how do we get the resin? Oh, we need a squeezer. Okay, let's make a squeezer then. A squeezer. Oh, that looks a little expensive, requiring anvil. Stick that in there. Then we can stick that into there. Gives us a squeezer. Don't know if we need to do anything special with this. Let's stick it there for now. Oh, cool. Oh, that's an interesting idea. And we need to put the logs in it, wasn't it? So if we go down here, put a log in there. No. How do we reset it? Aha! Okay, so we need to put a thing in there. So if we put a log in there, does that work? Okay. So apparently we just jump up and down, and the button stays on there. That's interesting. Where's the liquid go to? Okay. Probably should grab something to put that into. Let's go. Where are any tanks? No, I've got a bucket for now. So I'll bucket it out. No. Okay. Aha! Okay. Worked out how to get it out. Place that there then. Place it there. Ah, that's right. Extra utilities requires the pipes now, so let's grab one of those. And we'll stick it in there, and yay! That was a lot of effort for very little. Okay. So, place it in there, and we jump, 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 jump. And empty again. We press that. And then we put another one in there. Lift. Of course, I don't know how much is in there. And what were we trying to make? These guys here. That guy there, wasn't it? So, drying basin. We got the mineral. So we now need the squeezer. So we need to make a drying basin, which requires some wood and some black dye. I wonder if we could use the wood. Wood. and one of these guys. Drying rack. Basin, sorry. So if we stick that there, well that is not going to auto empty, is it? Tough little thing. Stick it over here then. And we will stick one of these on there. Like that. And we will need a pipe. Whoop. I have to rearrange all this at some point because it's a bit weird stuff at the moment. Let's try that. Okay, look at that. Oh, bubbles as well. That's cool. Ah, there you go. Okay, cool. We have the ingredients. It's only taken me a very long time to get there. So, a logic programmer. So I need a crafting table. I have no wood. Did I use all my wood? Must have. Okay. That is fine. Let's go get some more wood. Back in a sec. Combine it on one of these pieces of wood, and it gives us a logic programmer. Now, I think I'm going to set this up outside somewhere. Although I don't think I need it actually outside. Let's put it here for now. Now, from what I've seen so far of this mod, it's a really cool mod in terms of flexibility because you've got all these various things you can do with it. But it does seem a little bit of a weird way of doing things. Because everything has to be assigned to a variable. So if we go back to here, we need to make up a whole bunch of these guys, which requires one of those, which I haven't made. Oh, looks like you can automate that. That'd be cool. Okay. Put that there. We need to make one of those. Gives us 9 of those. We then place those around like that, and that gives us 24 variable cards. Now, the variable cards, from what I can tell, are used in here. Oh, we also need to have. We also need to create some readers. So if we were to say create a block reader, which requires an input variable transformer, 2 variable cards, and 2 crystalline and a sticky piston. I should have known I didn't have one of those. Sticky piston, 1, 2, one of those, and block reader, one of those for the sticky piston. Then I'm going to make one of these, which I need another one of those for, that's fine. Can I have it? Oh, there we go. So what I might actually do, while I'm waiting, let's stick another couple of those in here. And I'm thinking what I could actually do before we go too far into this is I might automate that. So we need to go into here, and what was I making? Rock reader. This guy, that guy. No, need to make that first. Right, so block reader, that guy, that guy. No, now I'm missing variables. One of those combined with dirt and cobble gives us a block reader. Let's place it here. Okay, so as you can see, it does that. Now we also need, I've forgotten to actually make some cables as well. It shouldn't be too hard to do. 3 of those. Join a cable on. We then place down our. Oh, nice. Alright, we won't. Open up this guy. As you can see, you've got various different things. So you've got block, which is currently a grass block. It has a block. What dimension it is in. And you can scroll up and down. I think that works right there. So what dimension is it's X coordinate, it's Y coordinate, Z coordinate. And each one of these readers has different information it can provide. I'm not going to go for all the various ones. I'll leave that up to you to play with if you want to work with this mod. But in this case, we place a variable. So we'll take one of those and stick it into here. And it will spit out a variable card, which is identified to this block reader. Now we go into here. And we can say, okay, we want to set a condition. So let's go shift for info. This item represents the given block. So if we go item stack, if you look at this here, it says it's a block. So if we then place that in this one here, a type block, so that'll go into that slot. And you'll now see you've got it correct by it's got the fact that it's tick. Place it into there, and it will turn it into item. So it's now a output type of item. Now, if we were to just close it for a second, if we were to make up display panel, which requires some more other stuff. Okay, so made all that up. All right. So we make a display panel, and if we take it out here, and we can place it onto here, like that. And what we can actually do is stick this guy, we can stick this guy on first, and you'll see it shows that it is a block, because of course it's pointing at a dirt block. We take it out the grass block, we take the grass block out, and place down there. It'll show that it is a, well, untextured block. But if we were to take out that and place the dirt back for now. So if we were to take this one out, all right, so that's the block that we got from this reader. We made this one, however, this will tell us the item. Let you know, it says variable with ID 0 could not be found within the current network. Okay, because it can't actually find, it needs to have this in place. So we actually need to go back to here and make a variable store. So now what we've got is the variable store. So if we go over to here and we place this onto the existing cable, you'll see it just looks like a block. But if we then place the original variable card in there, you'll see that the block here has now changed to the item that would be returned, which doesn't really look like much, but you'll see a 1. Whereas before, if we go back to just having that, take that and put that guy in, it won't give you a 1 because of course you don't get one item from it. That's just what it is. So by itself, pretty useless. But as I said, it's a very, very powerful little system. we've got all these various different types that we can have. For example, you can output a redstone signal. You've got an inventory writer, which I don't know what that actually does. A world reader, and your various different readers. So in this case, we're going to make a... I'm actually curious, what does an inventory reader do? It's not too hard to make. So just try that out. I couldn't get it to do anything, so let's try making something we know will work. So if we go in and we create the redstone writer, which requires an output variable. Can I make those another way? No, okay. That's fine. So take one of those. Redstone writer, piston. So we go redstone writer. Okay. So try this go out. If we replace it, actually let's grab some redstone as well, just to show off how it works. Redstone. Place some redstone there. That's not what I want. So what we actually need to do, right. So we need to place a cable down on there. Yes. No. And then we place the redstone writer on that. And you'll see that the big side faces in and the little side faces out. That's to indicate it's an output. And on this one here where it's reading it, it's the exact opposite. The large side's facing towards the block, or the thing you're trying to read, and the little side is placing towards the cable. Now, of course, if we were going here and we take out the variable card from there and we place it over to here, we can place a redstone, outputs a full redstone signal with true, or it outputs the value as an exact redstone signal. Now, of course, when we put this one in here, because it is a output of item, it complains that it expects a boolean, but an item was given. So we can go into over here and we can create another variable. This one here being item. Right at the bottom is item. So this is a direct item type. We'll give that one a variable type, and we'll say if it's dirt. Right? So if it's dirt, oh, actually this is dirt. Okay? That's all that is. It's just basically saying that variable is dirt. Okay? Now we have conditions in here. Now we can say, now if I remember correctly, from my testing it is raw, which is a strange thing. So the raw item equals, you give it 2 items and it will output a boolean. Alright, so we go our item stack, which is the output of the block if you break it, plus the dirt. That returns a tick, we make a variable out of it, and of course that then makes our output. Alright, now I'm sure this is already becoming very, very confusing. And hopefully what I'll do is when I'm editing this, I'll put something on the screen to make it, for those who have some knowledge in programming, will make it a bit more easy to understand. So we'll place into this one here the output. So this is a boolean. Place into this one here because this is the one that outputs a boolean. Come in. Let me just fix this guy up. Sorry about that. Got a bit distracted by that guy. Right, so of course in this case here we'll put that in there and it's returning a boolean, and it's giving an error because it can't find the variable ID 1. So ID1 is this one here, which is you can see at the bottom it's got variable ID1. So we need to put that into here. Okay. Now it's giving it, and you can also see it up in Whaler there as well. Variable ID with ID2. So we need to make sure that ID2 is in there, which is this one here, variable ID2. That goes into there. And then, if, now remember I took that out, so there's nothing in there to display. If I take that out, place it down, you'll see that because it's dirt, it now says that it is a power 15. If I break it, it'll now have nothing. And if I put down a piece of cobblestone, it'll also have nothing. Because of course it's not dirt. So that's a really simple. Why have I got the iron pick up there? Let's use that one. So, that's a very basic interface. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to create a little machine. So I'll be back in a moment. So, as a practical use of integrated dynamics, I've set it up to automate the squeezer. So as you've seen, you put the mineral log in here, and we jump up and down. Not too different to what we did before. And if we're actually lucky, it'll pay attention and actually go down. Which it is, there we go. And you'll see the moment it's got some liquid in it, it resets itself back at the top. Which of course means I can just keep putting a log in and jumping up and down. Still requires a little bit of manual work, but at least I don't have to continuously go back and reset it. Now to do that, it was pretty easy to do. The first thing I grabbed was, in fact I'll show you how I done it. Grab this guy. This is a floor reader, and it's just sitting on this tank here. So I've got it set to tank's not empty, so we've got that there. And of course it set us a boolean, which is true or false. So in the current case it is true because there is stuff in the tank. And I've got it set to a redstone writer. And I've just made it on the boolean signal, it outputs it to there. Which means of course when this has got something in it, it'll output it to there. So of course the transfer node will pull it out, stick it into here, and even if it's in there for a split second before it puts it into here, it will automatically reset that. That's a practical use for it, and it works pretty well. So, I think I'm going to call the episode here. In the next episode we'll probably look at using this a bit more for practical uses. But for now, I think we've covered up enough that it's probably made your brain hurt already. So I'm going to call the episode. If you've enjoyed the episode or learned anything from it, please do hit that like button. If you have any questions, comments, suggestions, or just want to say hi, leave a comment down below. If you're new to the channel and want to continue on with following the series I do, hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to go check out the other YouTubers on the server. But otherwise, have a great day, and see ya! Okay, as a practical use of this thing, I need to make some more crystallized block, which of course required placing items into the squeezer, and then having a redstone signal to reset it. Well, what I've done is, if you watch this, I can now, is it log in there? If I jump a few times, it'll empty it. And nothing will happen. Yay!